welcome to Consigner 101. We are the Lucy sisters and we are the co-owners of Rhea Lana's of New Orleans. I'm Megan.
I'm Amanda.
And I'm Shannon.
And like I said, we're the co-owners of Rhea Lana's of New Orleans. Rhea Lana's is a national franchise children's consignment event held twice a year. So we hold sales in the spring and the fall. And consignment means to sell. So if you're here to consign with us, you would be selling your gently used items and cashing in. So we're here to kind of go over the entire process from signing up to entering your items to pricing to bringing it to the store and to getting your check. So there's a couple perks that come along with being a consignor with Rhea Lana's. You will earn 65% of your sales. There is also opportunities to increase that percentage through incentives that we offer, as well as contests we do throughout the year. So there's always, an opportunity to go even higher than that 65%. You do get the opportunity to shop early. So we have 2 pre-sale event days that we host before we open to the public. And those are typically ticketed events. But with consignors, you get a specific time just for you to shop. So you get in early, and we know that shopping early gets you the best deals. We also give you the opportunity to shop on consignor credit. So after you have those pre-sale days and you kind of bank up some money in your account after you've sold all your beautiful items, you'll have kind of a credit in your account that you can shop with. So it kind of feels like free shopping because it immediately gets deducted out of that check and you can, just shop on that credit, which is a huge perk. We also have our Rhea Lana's app that's quick and easy to download and has tons of consignor tips and helpful hints. And you're able to do voice entry, which we'll discuss later. That saves you a ton of time. So that's also another huge perk. And then your check is ready on pickup day. So as soon as the sale is over, you're getting paid. There's no delay. You don't have to wait. When you come pick up your items, you also get your check. Did I miss any perks?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Lots of great perks.
How do you get started as a consignor? So maybe you're a returning consignor or a new consignor, but either way, you will need to either have the app on your phone or you go to neworleans.rhealana.com and register. As a new consignor, you'll be walked through the process. They'll ask you some questions to get you set up. As a returning consignor, you can use any of the consignor codes that you have had in the past or your consignor code from the previous sale. And if there is any question about what that is, you can email us or message us and we can look that up for you. You will also be able to opt into our emails where you get all the information you'll need throughout the process. While we are talking about a broad range of things today in Consigner 101, we really do break this information down in smaller bits at the step that you're at in the process for future reference. So that's always good to know. The second part after you have registered to consign is getting yourself set up to be able to process your items. And so that is just gathering your supplies. So I have
a little caddy here.
A little caddy. I always like to get my supplies into one location. We all use these little caddies to store our supplies. Perfect. In the off season, you'll find an area of your home where you're storing your items, and then I always keep my supplies. So before I get started, I look them over and say, do I need to order anything? How do I need to set myself up for success? And so hangers, always use plastic hangers. We don't allow metal hangers, so you want to use plastic hangers in a variety of sizes. The small ones work great, but you also want some larger ones, just whatever's going to work best for the particular item that you're using. They come in packs of 12 and 18. You can get them at Walmart and Target, so that's number one. Second, you have your hang tags. These are from Amazon. They're easy to pick up, but those are really important.
Yeah, or Office Depot, Walmart as well. So string tags.
Zip ties. I like zip ties in small. I also buy the large zip ties. I don't have an example right now, but I like those in a variety of sizes for loose items or to tie shoes together. Masking tape and a Sharpie, and that's really important. Rubber bands. Good thick rubber bands are helpful.
And then pins in multiple sizes.
Different sizes.
So safety pins come in multiple sizes. We'll drop in the options of buying, but you do want them in both small and the number 2 is larger. You want Ziploc bags in, small and large as well.
Yeah.
Oh, and you know what else is really great? Where's our...
here it is. Okay, for puzzles.
If you want to get fancy, they have these saran wrap rollers. You can also just buy saran wrap at the grocery store, which helps.
This is really cool because you can just...
Yes, for puzzles, it's really nice to keep them together. What else do y'all use those around for? Mostly for puzzles, I think.
Mostly for puzzles. Yeah, puzzles for sure. Okay, so that covers supplies. Okay, next up,
prepping your items.
Yeah, we're gonna go to prep. Yeah, we'll go to prep. Okay, so prep is really important. The work that you do on the front end is only going to benefit you on the back end and hopefully increase your sales. So if you take the time to really go through your items, you want to check for odors, wear and tear, pilling, stains, of course, on clothing, that type of thing, and really make sure you're going through it first. And we'll go through it at the sale as well, but if you do it on the front end, it'll help it also.
And wrinkle-free is really helpful. And so when someone sees something that's nice and crisp, and if you're thinking I'm telling you to iron all your items, not necessarily, but you can get some spray or even just a quick wash and a light dry and hang dry. So that really releases the wrinkles.
Even just getting your items onto the hangers earlier is better because
they'll just kind of hang out. Yeah, exactly. So that's clothing. For toys, anything that does require batteries, you need to have working batteries. So we're gonna kind of go through some examples here. We'll start with clothes and then we'll show you how we prep, and then hopefully it'll help you. And again, we do have short tutorial videos on our website, and we'll drop it in the comments for you as well for easy access. Okay, let's go through some clothes. All right, this beautiful fleur-de-lis, white spring dress on a plastic hanger, as you can see. Now, when you adhere or when you pin your string tag, you want to put it to the right shoulder, and typically we recommend through a seam to avoid any damage to the item. So the right shoulder, right side. It's reversed because we're doing a video, but you want the hanger, when you're looking at it, to look like a question mark when you hang your items. So that's really important. Plastic hangers looks like a question mark, and on the right side is where you would put your pin and your string tag. So just another example, this beautiful Jelly Pud strawberry dress that we thought was adorable. Now this one I put a little bit down here because I wanted to go through a seam, again, to avoid any damage, but on the right side still as well. Okay,
next, shorts.
Yeah, shorts. So if you have pants or shorts and you want to put it on a hanger like this, we use the larger number 2 pins and just run it through, attach it to the hanger, and that way it's nice and secure. Again, it's going to look like a question mark when you do it, but that's one way to do pants. You can use the clips as long as the clips are strong and it's not going to fall off.
Yep.
All right, bundle.
Yes, bundling. So this is an adorable new with tags dress, and it comes with the bloomers.
Yep.
So we use the same large safety pins that you used for the shorts to attach the bloomers to the garment as well as the tag. So you can take that same large pin, go through the tag string and the garment, and we recommend putting it around the actual hanger itself as well, because if not, the bloomers on the back can pull the garment down and it just kind of doesn't look as nice. So if you take that large safety pin, you attach the item to the other item and loop it around the hanger,
a nice
and
little
that's
bundle.
for bundling. And that's obviously an outfit, but you can also do this with, multiple tank tops together, or if you're putting, a short and short combo, or if you're just combining to, get to that minimum price of $4. Sometimes we have to bundle those items
Exactly.
together.
And also make sure that the items are the same size. That's really important. So if you're going to bundle, make sure it's like all 2 t-shirts and that type of thing.
Okay.
All right.
I pulled this just as an example for quality checking your items, because at first glance it looks like it's in great condition and it's a polo
Great brand,
cute little romper, but there is like a little stain on the bottom right here. I don't know if you see it. It's an ink stain. So that would be an example of something that maybe you'd miss when you're going through it, but that we'd probably catch at quality check-in.
Right.
So just make sure you're giving it a once over, not just on the top, but everywhere.
And we all have items with stains. You'd be surprised.
Yes.
So we'll go through it. And
when we quality check at the venue, there's always a different kind of lighting. It's very bright fluorescent lights, and so sometimes we pick up those stains where at home it's really easy to miss them.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, shoes.
Okay, we definitely recommend for shoes that you use a zip tie as opposed to a Ziploc bag. You can see we went through the holes here. You can go through the laces, or wherever you can do that for shoes. It's really going to present better and it's going to sell better as opposed to putting shoes inside of a Ziploc bag. So we do recommend that. And again, the string tag is just on the zip tie. And then on the bottom, this is where we use masking tape. We have masking tape, and we have the consignor code and the price on the bottom of each shoe as well. So that's how we recommend shoes.
If there isn't a hole or to go through like a loafer or a slip-on and you aren't able to, you can also rubber band those together, and that presents well. If you have to put it in a bag, you can. We're not saying that's not an option, but it does just let the shoppers see the shoe better. If it's out, they can see it.
Yes. Okay, puzzles. We have puzzle books.
Sure.
Okay, let's show y'all this.
Puzzles.
So we talked about that saran wrap earlier. We really like to wrap those puzzle pieces in. Amanda prepped this item, and I just love what she did with the masking tape. She taped the different puzzle pieces in, and so look how nicely that presents as opposed to all the pieces either being fallen in the bag and just This would sell right away. You know what you're getting. It's beautifully, all the pieces are there. You can quickly see that this is an item that
Again,
you
take the time on the front end, it will present better at the sale.
And worth noting too that that's a sound puzzle. So before she wrapped it, she took off the pieces and made sure that you're hearing that cow moo and that dog bark and everything works correct.
Because we'll look at that at check-in as well.
Yes.
Okay, books.
Books.
A great way to use the rubber bands that we talked about.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. We do a rubber band on the top and a rubber band on the side, and that's just bundling like books together. So whether it be Disney or Fancy Nancy or whatever your theme is. Sometimes we do, soft books together, so you can kind of, as you're going through your own library, separate it up.
Yes, and I don't think we mentioned this yet, but with the masking tape, with your consignor code and the price, that allows us to look it up. If this string tag, when it's being handled so much at the sale, if this fall off, we can look it up by your consignor code and the price. And then if you use a really good description when you're entering, which we'll talk about, that's also going to help us find your item.
Yeah, so it's just a safety net. We put these on the bottom of shoes. Then that's what the masking tape is for. You might as well add it somewhere if you're able to. It's just reassurance that if the tag comes off, then we are able to identify that item so that you can get credit for it and continue to make money.
That's right. All right, toys. Okay, so this is a bagged item. It was a bunch of miscellaneous kitchen items that plastic all go together. So we put it in a large Ziploc bag. Again, consignor code and the price. I don't know if you can see that. And then we did take the string tag and we actually taped it inside of the bag. So we do recommend that as well, so it's less likely to get torn off. And you want to do light items, so like a bag of Hot Wheels or bag of LOL doll, whatever it is. Yeah, light.
You don't want to put like an LOL with a Hot Wheel
or
with
a random
Lego.
Right.
That's not going to sell. It has to be same light items. Okay.
And
this is a beautiful new box.
Okay, new in box item. We just wanted to show how you also want to take the masking tape and put it on the box itself. You never want to put the barcode directly on an item, because when we go to sell it, we're going to pull off that barcode. So we don't want to have it adhered onto the beautiful giftable box, right? Sure. So you want to also just take the string tag, use the masking tape, take the time to do that direct like that.
Okay. Now we got a big one coming in.
Okay, so this example is a dollhouse that has a bunch of miscellaneous little pieces of furniture. So we did the same thing. We took a Ziploc bag, we put all of the pieces in there, and then we just zip tied it wherever we could on there. And then of course we have our string tag, and we also have our masking tape.
Masking tape on the top
with the price.
And
extra assurances.
When you have multiple parts too, it's good to put on that masking tape, 1 of 2, on the bag, 2 of 2.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah. So if we find a bag of furniture on the ground and it says 2 of 2, we know, this came off of something, and we can go find it and make sure that you're getting, the shopper is getting what you intended them to get, and you're getting your full percentage. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we talked about bundling. Our minimum price is $4, so just keep that in mind. You want to make sure that the value of your item is at least $4. That's where bundling comes into play. So we did want to mention that. All right.
Items that do not need a hanger.
Yes. So if you have bows or bags of accessories,
we have accessory clips, and so when we design the store, we'll take all those accessories and we'll make them look nice and put the clips and hang them up on a shelf. And so you don't need hangers for your accessories.
Yeah, and things like baby blankets, maybe some baby slings. You can drape the blanket over the hanger. The sling can go in a hanger. We use backpacks, for purses, you said, purses, backpacks, baby blankets, towels, things like that. So you can drape that. You can use the larger hangers Shannon mentioned earlier for that, so that will go up with the same with the Bjorns and things like that. It's just easier for people to see. Exactly. Okay, so we registered, we gathered supplies, we prepped, and now we're to entering, right? All right. Entering items. Yeah. Okay. So there's a variety of ways that you can enter. When you register to consign, it'll ask you if you want to donate and discount your items. You can choose you want to discount all. You can choose that you decide as you go. Right. You can choose the donate. You can choose at the end if you want to or you don't want to. Or you can do it for some items, and other items you don't have to do it. Right. So there's a lot of different choices. But just so you know, we'll go through voice entry first, because that is the most convenient and easiest way to enter your items. You would do that either directly on the website or through the Rhea Lana's app, which is the easiest to do. So if you would just log in with your consignor ID and password into the Rhea Lana app, choose Louisiana, choose New Orleans, it's the last one on the list. Right. You click into that, it's going to say, are you sure you're registering for the New Orleans event? You say yes. And then you can get right into voice entry. So you click that voice entry button and you can start to enter. So that process does have a little bit of a unified, you have to enter it the exact same way each time. So the way you do that is you enter the description, the size, and the price.
If you did not choose to discount all, you would then choose discount yes or discount no. If you already did, you don't have to worry about that. So if I have already chosen to discount all of my items, for example, I would say, you know, Ralph Lauren, pink and navy striped dress, size 4T, price $8. Done. Hit enter, it goes in. If I was choosing whether or not I was discounting, I would say Ralph Lauren, pink and navy striped dress, size 4T, price $8, discount no. If I wanted that to stay $8 no matter what, that's how I would enter it. But if you were already discounting, you don't have to worry about it. And there are different tutorials, as we've mentioned along the way, that go through each little thing. So if you have any trouble with the voice entry, just let us know. But as you're entering in those items, if you have an item that doesn't have a size, you just say size nothing. But you do have to include that, or it messes up the like algorithm as it enters. So pack and play, size nothing, price $35, discount yes.
Yes, and we do recommend scrolling up if you're doing voice entry. Just kind of once over of your item. Sometimes it's going to pick up your dialect. It may not translate as well. If you price something for $35 and it says $3.50, then you're gonna want to know that. So you want to scroll up and just kind of look and make sure that it's picking you up correctly. And you can edit, you know.
Yeah, and I kind of make a habit of before I batch out, which is when you're done and you're ready to print your labels and everything's complete. I do a once over on that, and that way it's very easy to edit. You hit you drop down, you can change the price, you can change the size. Sometimes when entering like 728, it gets confused because it thinks you're saying 728, and it'll have weird numbers. So it's very easy to see that and be able to drop down and change it. Same with the description. So if you're entering a Gap red sweater and it thought you said got red sweater, it might not seem like a problem, and it's not. But if that Gap red sweater loses a tag and we go to look it up, we're looking for Gap red sweater, not got red sweater, so it might be hard. So that's why the descriptions are important. I know she had mentioned being detailed. It doesn't really matter that it's on the tag, because the description can be as long as possible. It's really what we end up looking it up as. So if there is white unicorn sequin t-shirt, that's much better and easier for us to find than white t-shirt. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, and we mentioned discounting and donating, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what that means. So when we say discount, you have the option for your items to go half price on our half price days. And so when that starts, if you've chosen that, then your items will go to half price. And we really encourage this. We see that 75% of our consignors go half price, so that's kind of the norm, and we see more sell-through and higher checks that way, believe it or not. And so if you choose not to go half price, you'll have a red dot on your tag, and when people enter the store on half price days, we let them know as an easy reminder that dot means not, and so they know that those items are not half price. And we have some shoppers that will wait until half price sale days and only come on those days and just rack up and buy a lot of items at once. And so we do encourage that. And the second option and choice you have is to donate all. We really encourage this option as well, just because it's really great for our community. So two things happen when you donate all. The first is when the sale is over, we reset the store up for our foster family shop day. Foster families come in and they can shop for free. Oftentimes they'll bring their children, and it's just this really beautiful day where kids can get whatever they want, and so parents don't have to limit what they're buying. They let them free in the store, and they kind of leave with toys and clothes and jackets and everything that they need. Oftentimes when you're fostering a child, you get very little notice, and you don't know the ages, and so they just kind of you welcome them into your home, and you have few items. So it's really, really great for our families and our community. And the second thing, after foster families shop for free, we have nonprofit partners who come pick up the items, and so everything is donated to our nonprofit partners.
So thank you to anyone that chooses to donate. It's really
and you also
get
to shop earlier. So if you do choose to discount and donate your items, you are what we call an all-star consignor, and we will bump you up to a gold ticket level. So that consignor time I mentioned earlier, you do get a whole ticket bump.
We'll jump on it.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, so we've registered, you've gathered your supplies, you've prepped, you've even entered. Okay, so now you're ready to finish everything, and you're gonna get to your barcode labels. I'll give that to Megan. Okay, so she has an example of how the printout will look. We have a couple of different options, and we like to offer different options just for convenience for consignors. You are, again, welcome to print at home. You do need to print in color. We have a couple of stipulations that we can put in the comments about, you know, how to print, how to set it up with your printer at home. So in color at home is one option. Then we offer what we call barcode label pickup days. And so we'll offer a couple of different days, a couple of different hours, maybe one on a weekend, to try and accommodate anybody that may want to have us print your labels for free. So we'll print them for free. You can come pick them up from us, then you can take them home and label at home before coming for drop off of your items. We also are offering mailed barcodes, which is really awesome because we'll also print them for free, drop them in the mail, and it's just a small $4 convenience fee for postage to get that right to you. So if you finish early and you don't want to wait on the barcode label dates to be posted, you can just say, hey, Amanda, you know, send me an email. We'll drop them in the mail to you for $4. And that'll just come out of your consignor check. That's an easy option.
And it's good to, like, I know I like to pack my stuff away.
Get
so
it
I want
to the side,
put the barcodes on and pack it away. So
yeah, absolutely.
Easy option.
Yes. And then also, as you prepare, our final step is drop off at the sales site. So you can also get your labels at the sales site at check-in. We prefer and actually recommend that you label ahead. It's just you're gonna spend less time in the store, and it's gonna be more efficient for your sake, get you in and get you out a little bit faster if you do have your labels on ahead, but you can label in the store if you're not able to meet up ahead of time or request by mail. So that would be in-store labeling. So yeah, so that final step again is step number 5, drop off at the sale. We'll do a couple of different check-in options. I think Megan will kind of go through. We'll do a quality check, and then we'll get your items onto the floor to sell them.
Yeah. So we do have, like she mentioned, a couple options for checking in. So we have our drop and go service as well as our curbside check-in. These 2 options are available to anyone who chooses to waive their guarantee. And what that means is that you are not going to come in the store at the end of the sale and go through every item to make sure it's there. We make every effort to make sure that all of your items are returned to you. But this way, you just pull up, we unload your car, we quality check it, and put it out on the floor for you. So you don't have to come in, you don't have to do anything, you don't have to wait for us to quality check it, you don't have to bring it out to the floor. So drop and go and curbside check-in are super convenient, especially for those on the go. You pull up, we unload it. We hear, you know, the last 2 seasons, people are like, that's it?
They love it.
That's it? You don't need me to do anything else? We're like, that's it. See you later.
Very convenient.
So yes, very convenient. Those are 2 options that we offer, as well as our traditional check-in. Traditional check-in, you will bring your items into the store, stand as we quality check each item, and then you, the consignor, will place your items out on the floor. So those are just a couple options that we offer. Another quick tip on the barcodes to mention, each label sheet holds 30 barcodes, and this is just a consignor tip.
Yeah.
And one is always, top corner is your consignor information, so it actually holds 29 items. So when you're entering your items into the system, if you're trying to save label space, you want to enter them into quantities of 29.
Multiples of 29.
Multiples
right.
of 29. Yep.
Before printing.
That
way you're not wasting any labels, because it kills
So
us.
you'll batch out on a multiple of 29.
Right,
print
and you're
your
good to go.
labels, and then if you need to open another batch, you can do that as well. But
Yes.
that's a pro tip.
Yep.
You can do that. Okay, so I know that we've thrown a lot of information out there, and this is a long video, but we hope it's been helpful. You can fast forward to the areas that you need to hear about. We'll be sending emails all during sales season each time sales pop around, and we'll be posting regularly, sometimes multiple times a day. So where this video is long and all inclusive, all of our posts and emails will be like little bite-sized topics, you know, so the barcode label will have its own post, and the consignor check-in. So
and
it'll be
and the tutorial videos as well.
And the tutorial
Those
videos
are broken down. You can find them on our Instagram profile, or
on our
website, on the app. You can find all of those.
Yeah,
things.
the app,
so really handy tools.
Right at the bottom, you click videos. So we try and put that all out there. We're always all available for questions. It is 3 of us, which is a really great advantage because we balance each other out. We can pick up on the messages and different things, so we try and be as responsive as possible. So we're here for you. So if you have any questions, let us know by email, dropping a comment, or messaging us. And I think that's about what we wanted to tell you today.
Thank you for considering consigning with us. We hope this information was useful, and we hope to see you soon.
That's right. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Take care.